Vox loses some income along with a lot of other Niji EN members. Where is Kotoka? And many more stories on today's VTuber news segment. Thank you so much for watching. These are super chat earnings of Nijisanji EN before, what we have right now from January 1st to April 7th. This is the full rundown of it dollar-wise. Of course, Pomu Rainpuff doesn't have anything for March, February, or April because Pomu Rainpuff's gone. Scarle Yonaguni, 37. I'm glad she's one of the top earners. She's been having a little bit low months so far. 17,000 is still pretty good. This is before the YouTube cut. So this is just gross. This is before the YouTube cut, before any of that kind of stuff happens. So it's going to be lower once the YouTube cut happens. Because YouTube takes about a third of this. So it's, let's say Pomu Rainpuff would have gotten 99K. Then it would have been a third of that being cut off, which is about 33K. She would have got 66K. And then Nijisanji takes about 50% of that. So she would have gotten 30,000 for that month. And still 30,000 is a lot. Don't get it twisted. 30,000 is a lot. If she's in the US and is seen as a contractor, a lot of times at least 30% of that is taken away as well, another third. So she's left with maybe 15 to 20K at the end, which 15 to 20K in a month is still very, very good. But here you go. Ayamare, Hex Haywire, Albin Knox, 34K, Fulgur, Sunny Briscoe, 29, Doppio is 28, Ayamare is 26. She still has pretty good, getting about 8K per month around there. Khyo Kaneko, Ike Eveland, Luca Kaneshiro. Luca's been getting really low in April because, well, Luca has been doing very much in April. So 263, 6,000 in March, 5,000 in February. Ones that are doing pretty low, like Anna Alouette, has been getting really low super chats. Considering her normal is around 3,000. She's been getting 900 or so. Ren Zotto, I think it's probably because Ren hasn't been streaming a lot. Doesn't seem like it. Another person, Vermilion. Rosemi, 98. That's just because we only have we only have right now 8 days into the new month. But 3,000 before that. February, I don't know why she has nothing, but she has about 3,000 on average. Reimu, 901. Petra is also kind of has her low points, but on March she had pretty well. You have Finana Ryugu, who has 178, 692. Finana has not been getting very much of anything for a bit. I don't know if, I believe they give them a base, like low base salary, maybe like 5K a month, 5K a year, or what, I don't know what it is. They give them very low base salary. So they have to make it up in super chats, and they have to make it up in the stuff that they sell. So some, like Vox, has gotten nothing for these last, since January, because of the fact that he's done, what he's done. Lyra, same thing, March and February. February was the last time she got anything, but she got very little. After that whole debacle with the black screen video, they haven't really been getting anything. Vox, Illyra, and Ike has been getting some stuff, though. Ike has been getting some stuff. But Vox and Illyra have gotten nothing. Kotoka has gotten nothing. Nijisanji EN, in and of itself, usually gets very little. But Kotoka has gotten hardly anything as well. So this could just be slowing down because of the things that have been happening recently. Or it could be people just legitimately angry with them doing what they did. You know what I mean? So never had expected that Luxian member get out-revenued by a newer gen. That's how damaging the allegations can be. Very crazy how unproven info could nuke your whole career in an instant. The fact that the allegations are left to fester does not help either. If you're talking about Vox, he only streamed 4 times in January and earned 3,000 plus in super chats. That was before the whole Freebird saga. He hasn't streamed since, according to his YouTube profile. That's one thing that hurts him. Of course, to have zero data on the saga has materially affected his average super chat revenue, other than supposition that the allegations caused him to voluntarily stay away from streaming. To accurately measure the impact of the allegations, we need to compare super chat averages per month, accounting for big stuff like birthdays, 3D lives, etc. As for Shu, January 9th, streams for 1311, an average of 4566, 9 streams. February, 8 streams, average of 258. March, only 1 stream, so not a good data. April has just started, so not fair comparison. For some reason, Shu had more super chats and a higher average in February than in January. Even after the Freebird incident, hopefully someone has data on his 2023 super chat earnings so we can have a larger context and evaluate the situation. TLDR, we don't know how damaging the allegations have been, and that's very true. The fact that it's streamed at all since the allegations has probably a lot to do with the fact that he can't stream anymore without getting hate brigaded. Of course, it's not as bad as Illyra, who has to deal with the S black screen stream. VOD has permanent stain on her channel. That's the thing. Here's the corrected stream. Okay, here's the corrected stuff. These are corrected numbers. Still, as you can see, Petra Gurin and stuff like that. Vox has seen nothing. Illyra seemed very low. Petra Gurin, 542. Like, Petra hasn't seen very much. Finana has also seen very little. Khyo hasn't seen very much because, he's gone. he left in February, so. But the time that he was in February, the short time that he was there, I think it was only half of February, he got 21k, so he got a lot more. And Scarle Yonaguni got a bit, Pomu Rainpuff, of course, didn't get any. The numbers have been fixed, but still low numbers for the majority of them. This has started to trend a little bit more. We all know on February, she said that she was going to take a mental health hiatus, that she talked to her doctor and found out exactly why she's having the issues that she's having, and she's, probably not going to be around for a while. We're talking about Kotoka right now. I had the specific tweet on another post that I had, so on another video, but so a timeline based on what's still up on our channel's accounts. I have no knowledge of what might have been discussed in membership streams. Yeah, there was nothing discussed in membership streams as far as I know. On Kotoka's last stream, February 12th, there's a lot going on, to be fair. However, the stream kind of changes direction about 54 minutes and in and onwards. It's kind of a weird vibe. I think this might be around the time that the Mel situation, but I'm not sure. As I looked at a couple more of her cooking streams for reference, it definitely seems like energy of the stream is off in comparison. Kotoka is a relatively messy person. The big bit, she has a lot of her cooking streams as well as generally known within Niji, it seems. She mentions in the stream that a certain drama, not specified, she has felt motivated and to clean and apologizes. Context for the apology: she spilled something from tripping over the mess in her room. It kind of went everywhere, and she heads to her screen of reading Supas and chat shortly after. Also mentions that while she does not know when the next stream will be, that she'll be posting a lot of shorts because that is where the creative focus is and where she is enjoying herself, which is, it's good. After February 20th, there are no more song covers, and aside from reposting Niji events and fan art, we have nothing else from her. I think around this time, she revealed she was diagnosed with something on her Twitter. Yes, around February 17th, February 20th, around there. This could be why she never uploaded the rest of her shorts. It seems she already had a few done though. She may not have known when her next stream would be. It would seem like she would be more active than she currently is. The timing is also off because a tweet about her diagnosis was made on February 17th and her last short was February 20th. So this person's wanting to figure it out. Most recent social media activity was liking a tweet which was posted on March 25th. I don't know if she actually clicked the button, as we know that Nijisanji folks do that a lot again for people. I only know that the tweet itself was sent on 3/25. She also privated nearly all of her membership content. That's what got people scared. Niji will spend the rest of this month pretending that nothing's wrong with Kotoka or anyone else. They're even selling merch of her this month. I don't know if their absence is a hiatus or suspension. Niji won't acknowledge her existence except to sell merch, and the talents won't be allowed to acknowledge her existence even using her name. But with how obviously panic management is over the quarter for revenue, they almost certainly not going to let her leave before May 1st. Whether she's on hiatus pending graduation or suspension pending termination, the only two possible ways for her to get terminated before the end of the month that I think of are either she is the one been leaking the stuff to Raziel, and the heat of those leaks ends up getting too hot for them to avoid punishing her, or she apologized to Sayu and management found out. The whereas Kotoka thing might start, you never know. People do that. I said this before in a previous post and I'll say it again. I really don't like Kotoka as a person, but I really do hope she's safe and doing fine. That is my push as well. I don't like the way that she's done things. I don't like the way that she's acted. I wish her the best. I wish her everything. The best in everything. Absolutely. Just be coincidence, or it could just be that Nijisanji is getting a little bit desperate in what is going on here. Of course, what I mean is the 3D debuts that a lot of people are having recently. I believe all these people are having their grand 3D debuts. Millie, I think, had their outfit reveal recently. They're having 3D debuts. They're having the AR Live. They're having Virtual Rhapsody. They're having a lot of things done this month. Some people think that it may be a harbinger of bad things to come. A harbinger basically means that it is a sign of bad things to come, possibly, in the sense that it could mean that there are graduations that they're trying to plan for. There are other things they're trying to plan for. I don't think it's going to go that far because, Nijisanji still has to worry about Q4 earnings reports. They still have to worry about how Q4 will look to everybody. So they can't really go and, let people graduate anytime soon. Honestly, I was expecting these to happen this year. I think they recorded the 3D debuts for Obsidian and Etheria towards the end of last year during the time of the Big Girls Off collab happened. I was doubtful because Pomu wasn't present, but she graduated in January. It just kind of confirmed they recorded the girls 3D before that. Likely they were going to release Obsidian 3D in March, and subsequently the usual 3D group videos, then wait until after the AR Live to release Etheria. Then everything happened on February 5th, and now they're panic releasing everything from 3Ds to merch before the financial earnings report, which can really be a double-edged sword. If they still don't do well after releasing all that, it would make them look doubly bad. They're basically going all or nothing. Yeah, it's basically an all or nothing push, it looks like. They honestly should have done this back in 2022 and 2023 when Niji EN was still popular. They got lazy and complacent, and now they're trying to get their act together after the fan base left. That's the issue. A lot of the fan base has left thanks to the Selen Tatsuki issue. So all these 3D pushes, the AR Live, these Virtual Rhapsody, all these things aren't going to do the same kind of benefit that they would have done last year if they were pushed. Consensus mostly is that it's damage control from any colored last-ditch attempt to not make their Q4 stock reports look like the 60 feet under. That's the thing, they're trying to benefit their Q4 earnings reports, and the announcement of merch and voice packs, among other things, featuring mostly, different gen members. And that makes sense when you think about it, because they are an organization, they are a company that is publicly traded, and a publicly traded company does have the legal obligation to bring profits. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to bring profits. So, Nijisanji EN got beat out by one nerd and her patchy slot machine, which is her pachinko slot machine that she bought of Metal Gear Solid, which is Made Mint. Made Mint made a episode, basically a stream about that. It was a 5-hour stream of doing pachinko, it looks like, versus a 3-hour stream of all of Nijisanji EN, it looks like, or a lot of Nijisanji EN, doing, well, it's not all, because all would be like 20-something, but as many as could fit in a Mario Kart stream, 12 of them, in their own Mario Kart stream, on their own channel, were beat out by Made Mint, because of the fact she has a lot of goodwill going towards her. She has, of course, she deserves that goodwill going towards her. So it's not so negligible when a single one of your ex-talents beat your entire remaining ones. Yeah. Can't wait to see the sister seethe over this. Remember that time Nijisanji EN VTuber Pomo Rainpuff bought a Metal Gear Solid pachinko slot machine, but couldn't do a patchy slot stream because management would not give her the perms for it? That was awesome. Her buying the patchy slot, I mean. Obviously management hamstringing her creativity. Yeah, except that's the reason why she left. She left because the creativity was not, she was not being allowed to do that. And now she can, which is amazing, and I'm super happy for it. To be fair to Niji, there are double legal problems from doing a patchy slot stream. One, it's rights issues. Two, it's a gambling device. Gambling streams are a big no-no for companies, as gambling has lots and lots of regulations behind its use, advertisement, and exposure. Also, I think gambling is illegal in Japan, but casinos create a loophole to not break the law. Yeah, the pachinko slot machines, it's a weird way of doing it. You get all your pachinko, like pellets, balls, whatever they're called. You take them to the person that you're going to be getting your stuff from. You get like a specific token for it. Depending on how many tokens or how big the token is, you take it to another shop that redeems those tokens for actual stuff, actual items, actual money, etc. So it's a certain separation between the actual pachinko parlor and the money that you're getting. So that's the weird way that it works in Japan. It's a way to get past their gambling restrictions. It's a weird thing, but that's the way that they do it. Gonna bet on the nerd. Nerds are more powerful than you think. Exactly. Attack of the Nerds, Revenge of the Nerds, it's all good. Selen Tatsuki still is a draw for a lot of people. A lot of people still have good memories of Selen Tatsuki, as they should, because she was, and still is, as dokibird now, a very wholesome and very wonderful streamer. Top trending post on Niji subreddit right now is a portrait of Selen Tatsuki. Of course, she's still technically the most popular female EN liver. Technically, she still is, and most super chatted female liver in 2024. No longer Niji EN, though. Of course, she's no longer Niji EN. Right here, it says, I'd be curious to see just how big the graduation boost is, though, and if other graduated people get a similarly massive revenue increase. If Pomo was exceptionally big, she's still number 1 for 2024 as of April. Same with Coco. She held the title for most super chatted holo in a long time. Do you guys think they're eventually going to delete it? Would that be, it would be dumb. It would be dumb for them to delete it. Hell yeah, as it should be. Flying high. They try to get rid of a dragon in the year of the dragon. Talk about asking for an S to hit the fan. And this is basically 2024 year of the dragon right here at Selen. And of course, this is a Selen fan, or it may be just an S poster for, against Nijisanji. We don't know, but it's still a good thing to see. Niji sisters are seething a lot against Falseyed right now. I don't know why. They really don't like him. They really don't like him. He's just reporting the news. If Nijisanji keeps giving him news to report negative stuff on, then it's Nijisanji's fault and not necessarily the fault of the person who's reporting it. That's the way I see it. Unless the person is being very toxic, unless the person is just trying to spread toxicity against the organization, that type of stuff, being one-sided, being fully just hate mongering and hate baiting and all that kind of stuff, that's different. Then they can hate them all they want. But if it's just someone reporting the news, like what I am, what False is, what Khyo is, then yeah, that's fine. Those are the people I respect. False, Khyo, Depressed Nosagi, Rima, those people are the ones that I respect in the larger sphere of things. And if you're getting angry at them for reporting stuff that your company is doing, That's a bad reflection on your company more than it is a bad reflection on that person. But he says False is friends with an anti-vax lawyer. And of course, they're talking about legal mindset, as that's what my guess is. No one can tell someone else what to believe. No one can push their beliefs on someone else. No one should. If he has those beliefs, that is him. That is what he does. That is, I respect the fact that those beliefs are his. Everyone, and this is just firmly my belief, as long as they don't try to push it on someone else, as long as they don't make it a part of their platform, as long as they don't make it a part of like converting you to that side, then that's fine, in my opinion. That's just my opinion on this, of course. So anyone, legal mindset or otherwise, can have anti-vax views if they want to. That's them, and I respect that. Comment down below and take a look at the social media that's down there as well. My Discord, my Twitter, my Twitch, all that places. All those are wonderful places for you to hang out and chill and just have a good time. I appreciate you taking the time to take a look at this, like, subscribe, and everything that is usually involved in the YouTube side. Appreciate you. Have a wonderful day. Take care of yourselves and be kind to everybody. Bye-bye.